Welcome race fans. This is Ron with Big Wizard TV, and we are racing tonight at Road Atlanta. We've got the fun race, ProAm, tonight for the normal GT3 series runners, but we're not in the GT3 cars, as you can tell by the center of the screen going by. We're in the Radical SR10. Oh, some cars are coming around there in turn one with some difficulty. We are in the last 15 minutes or so of the practice session, and then we will get up and running with some qualifying and then a 50-minute race here at Road Atlanta. Road Atlanta is the home of the IMSA Petite Le Mans, and we are running tonight in the SR10 Radical, a new car that's come out from iRacing. It's kind of a very high-speed, turbocharged go-kart. Extremely fast, very slippery. And even with a high downforce setup, it doesn't really grip the road that well. So anyway, it's everybody in the same kind of car, so whatever one of us faces, the rest of us face. Bottom right corner is going to be me tonight in the cockpit. Driving around, right now I'm just sitting in the pit lane. Let's go through a little bit of info here on where we're at with the standings for this series. This is the team. Let's see if I can find him here. Team points. This is what we do is we take a driver from the top half of the field, a driver from the bottom half of the field at the finish of the race, pair them together, and they get the points together. So here's the standings here on the screen right now. Jason Rabe leads the points. Obviously those with 2 races are going to do a little better than those with only 1. Mooney in second spot, Tyler Greger, Adam Novotny, myself, Brandon, Jeff, Rich, and Joe and Jeff all have 2 races. Morgan, Ryan, Sean, Don, Josh, Philip, Julian, and Karen, Gary Beal, and that would be Todd, have 1 race. And Jason currently leads the points. Now what we do is we take the points from the regular IMSA points, so 350 points for the win, 320, then 300 for third, and then 20-point gap down to the last driver. But we pair them up. We randomly pair one of the top drivers with one of the bottom drivers. So as you finish the race, you'll get a spot on the standings, 1 through whatever. And pair up the drivers, and that's how you get your score. The 2 drivers on that team get the same number of points. The points are combined. So if the first place driver matches up with the 10th place driver, you take first place points and add them to 10th place points, and that's the points for those 2 drivers. And that's how it works as a Pro-Am team. Everybody gets to drive their own car. Points are combined for the Pro-Am team, and that allows us to create a Pro-Am and team points. So kind of fun. A little bit different. Thanks for tuning in. We are about ready to start here. We got our awesome sponsor, Stair Fittings Incorporated, keeping us online, keeping us on the air here. Oh, as we watch, I think that was Jeff Peters in the Players Special car going off track there. As we watch Adam Novotny turning some laps. Right now, Brandon has the quickest time of the session with a 1:13.9. Adam Novotny in the second spot, Morgan Teggy in third, Dale Dooley followed by myself and Mooney in the top 6. There are currently 11 drivers in the session, and we're all just out here trying to do our best and have some fun. This is pretty fun, fun little extra race we do. It's just kind of a quick series. There's only 4 races in this series. This is race number 3. We'll do one more in another month or so, about 5 weeks from now, and that one will be still undetermined on where we'll be racing, but we will be racing in a car chosen by the winner of tonight's race. So we'll see how it goes. There you go. There's more of the points you can see, or the standings anyway. After myself, let's see. Oh, looks like Mooney jumped up in the 115 flat. Dale Dooley, I'm pushed down to 6th. Julian Lockwood in 7th, followed by Jeff Wyatt, Jeff Peters, Uncle Don, and Ryan Fry hasn't put a lap in yet. He's dropped out of the server a couple times. Hopefully he's got everything figured out and up and running. He's been having some issues with hardware. But he's back and running. Oh, it's not Player Special, it's Olympus. I thought he had a Player Special paint job on that car for Jeff Peters. Looks a little different. Everybody in the same car tonight with the same setup. This is fixed setups with high downforce at so everybody's basically driving the same car. Jeff Peters. I don't have the relative up, so I don't know who everybody is. I know Jeff's in that one. The white and blue car, I'm not sure who that is, but those guys just went by Uncle Don. That's Dale Dooley. There you go. Dale Dooley in the white and black, light and dark blue Lowenbrow car, now that I see the logo on the side. And Dale's trying to make up some time. Not that lap, but he looks like he has some clear track in front of him now. He might, whoop! As you can tell, there's a few tracks off to the weeds there on that particular turn 1. Looks like a lot of people going off there. That's a tricky corner to get the most speed out of here in the Radical SR10. If you want the quick laps, you've got to take the risks. And taking the risks can throw you out on that turn 1. Well, I'm going to jump back in the car here in just a minute and turn some laps. Make sure everything's working on audio. I believe it is. It is not. Is it? Yes, it is. Okay, everything looks like it's working. I'm going to double check the stream, make sure everything's right, and I'm going to go jump in the car. I'll be back in just a minute. Well, that doesn't look right at all. Well, it started over.
Green flag, green flag.
Welcome, race fans, to our race. This is Ron, the Big Wizard TV, and I forgot to unmute my mic. We lined them up. Brandon took the pole. And a little incident there on lap one. Caused some chaos. You saw it. You didn't hear it because I had my mic muted. You heard the cars, though. But yeah, a little trouble there on lap one. Morgan has taken the lead. Dale Dooley is in second spot. I am in third, mostly due to the issue on track with Brandon and Adam Novotny getting together in turn 10. You may have seen turn 6 with me and Mooney. He had a little issue. I hit my braking point and he wasn't expecting it by the looks of it. And slid off the track there. He went into the pits for a repair. Morgan's getting away. A little bit. Dale's trying to catch him. Jeff Peters is in there with the leaders at the moment. He is a lap down. Dale gets by. Now the gap between Morgan and Dale is about 1.5 seconds as they are finishing up lap number 5. Starting to catch. Two-second gap between myself and Julian. Close on the track. Not really anybody right now. Morgan, Dale, myself, Julian, Ryan, Jeff, Wyatt, Alex Good, Uncle Don, Brandon. That's the top 9. Really got to watch the curbs with these things. They are really, really susceptible to bouncing around on them. 2 seconds is the gap right now up front. Morgan out in the front, running clean laps. You need about 8 gallons of fuel to finish up the race. And it's just over 10 in the tank, so you got to get pretty much close to halfway at least before you can get more go-go juice. Brandon gets by Uncle Don. That's for P8 on the racetrack. Brandon went off early in an incident with Adam Novotny. In turn 10 on lap 1. So that is why Brandon, our pole sitter, is back in the pack. He is real quick, though. He's got a good chance to catch back up, at least to make a good finish out of this. Morgan is not one to make any big mistakes typically. But none of us are used to driving this car, so I'm not going to say it can't happen. As the leaders are catching up with traffic, that is Uncle Don getting lapped by Dale Dooley right now. Julian still has not been able to get around Jeff Peters. With 12. We still have 12 on the track. Adam Novotny, after his repairs, I think he also had to serve a black flag because I think I saw him move once the cars get set and the lights come on. You can't move your car. I think he rolled just slightly off the start, which would have given him a black flag, stop and go, or a 40-second hold, whatever it was. It put him in the back of the pack. He's trying to catch back up. He is quick. I'm seeing a lot of off-roading marks. Not a lot, like not deep, off-road, but just barely off track. And Julian has gotten by the lap traffic of Jeff Peters and Uncle Don. 5 seconds back from me at the moment in fourth spot, but he will be gaining. Ryan Fry in P5, running some pretty clean laps. He was having a lot of trouble getting everything hooked up, but looks like it's working now, and he's just getting caught up with Jeff Peters, the lap car, right now. Evening time for the race time here at Sim Racing. We started the race around 7 o'clock at night local time. This is Atlanta area, Atlanta, Georgia. Sunset on this particular day in iRacing world is 8:15 p.m. So we will get some low sun before the race is over, but it won't go dark. And Julian is starting to catch. He's getting his groove. Morgan has stretched out the lead now to 4.5 seconds. And I'm 11 seconds back here in third, holding on. Going to be a long race. Clean race is a good race. So far, 0X for now. Could change at any moment. You can get an X here pretty quickly. And you can lose a lot of time if you hit turn 7 wrong, which I just did. Luckily, Julian didn't hit it perfect because he didn't gain anything on me. Changed up the audio a little bit. You can't hear my car as much as you could before. So you're hearing the race sounds of whatever's on the background screen, and you can hear me talking, but that should be the only thing you can hear from my car. Hopefully that's working. Let me know if it's any better than it was last time. I did jump out of the lobby a few weeks ago on Sunday night, just to have me announcing here. So I hope that's also enjoyable and keep you guys up to date on what's going on around the racetrack. Through the field, we got Morgan Teggy out front. Dale Dooley, 5.8 seconds back now. Myself, 14 seconds off of Morgan. Julian Lockwood in 4th. Ryan Fry in 5th. Jeff Wyatt holding on to P6, and Alex Good running a really good race tonight in 7th. Brandon is up to 8th, followed by Jeff Peters in 9th. 10th place is Mooney. Not sure who's in 11th. Uncle Don. And Adam is still in P12 at the moment. A little bit of a battle there for 8th spot, as Mooney and Jeff Peters are getting close together out there on the racetrack. They do have a car in between them. I can't tell who that is. I think it's Ryan Fry. That should be what's on the screen right now, unless you're watching Uncle Don get lapped by Brandon in 7th. Oh, Mooney disconnected. Not sure what happened there. Adam goes into the pits. As Dale Dooley's around in turn 1. Julian's still 5 seconds back. Dale is going to get that thing going again. As long as he didn't get any damage, he should be able to catch me. He's really fast. Depends on how far back. Right now, 4.5 seconds. And Julian right behind him, along with Ryan Fry, just a few seconds behind the two of them. Mooney is our first retirement of the race. Moves Adam Novotny up to P11 as he just went in the pits. Dale Dooley creeping back up, 3.5 seconds now behind. Dale Dooley is really gaining now. He's only 2 seconds back. Might be able to get a little draft off Uncle Don there. Dale's gotten around Uncle Don. And we've got second through fifth now, all right together, a couple seconds apart on the racetrack. Myself, Dale, Julian, and Brian. A little bit of a gap back to the next driver. Green flag pit stops should be coming soon, as we now have almost enough to get to the end with a full tank. Little tiny mistakes through there, and it costs you. Dale up to 1.5 seconds now. Don in the pit lane. First car in since lap 2. Well, other than Novotny. Well, we have 2 more laps of fuel. Thinking Dale may have gone in for fuel, because I don't see him out here anymore. I'm not going to look around for him at the moment, but he is in pit lane, so. Hopefully we can have a good pit exchange. Not my best talent. I have to pit to get more go-go juice. We are just about out. Better do a little saving coming into pit lane. Make sure we can get to the end of the pit lane. As Julian comes in and Ryan goes by, Ryan's getting a little bit more fuel mileage. He is going to move up into second spot. Get this fuel loaded. Tires are still at 92%, 91% on the fronts. We did have a good pit exchange. We caught up with Dale, but I think he was actually behind me on his. No, we didn't have a good exchange at all, because he had spun and he was behind me. So Morgan in the pit lane right now. Ryan Fry is probably also going to have to come in this lap. Then Dale, then myself. Brandon has moved up, but he has not pit again. He'll probably have to pit again before the end. Don't think he can make it all the way around, and there's a car around in turn 10. And that is Adam. He's not having a good night tonight. up ground after the pit stop. He usually does better after his pit stop. I'm not sure why that is. Second half of the race, he seems to be quicker. So pit cycles are through. Ryan Fry in the pits right now. That puts Brandon still on the lead of the race. Not Brandon, I'm sorry, Morgan. Morgan's still at the lead of the race. Dale is in second spot, but quite a ways back from Morgan. He's right in front of me. Adam Novotny is behind me on track and is hanging right with me. Julian Lockwood still 5.5 seconds back from me. He is in fourth position, 32 seconds off the lead. Fifth place, Ryan Fry after his pit stops, and then Jeff Wyatt. Brandon up to seventh. I think that is somebody in the wall there. That was Dale. Trying to take a little bit too much of a bite out of turn one. Adam Novotny has also had an issue. Julian got by him. Still about 5.5 back. Creeping ever so closer. We have 16.5 minutes left in the race. So still plenty of time for anything to happen. One lockup, one mistake, one missed corner. In the wall, as you just saw Dale go off in turn one. Just carry just a little bit too much speed through there. Miss the mark and you're off. Morgan's race to lose at this point. He is way out front. 30-second lead over me here in second spot. To say I could catch Morgan in anything is not going to happen. Ryan Fry is back out on track after another pit stop on lap 26. Not sure what happened there. He was up in the top 5 and has now dropped back to 6th place and gone a lap down to the leader. Brandon Dooley moved up to 5th now. He is on the lead lap, so he can catch. Jeff Wyatt in 4th there behind Julian. So Morgan Teggy out front of this contest. I'm in 2nd. Still running the 16s here. Julian Lockwood still back there. 6 seconds. Jeff Wyatt's 30 seconds back from me, so he's a minute off the lead. Got a car off in turn 6. That is Uncle Don. Most drivers still plugging away here. We've lost 2 out of the 12. Sun is starting to set. And then we also lost Dale Dooley. I didn't mention the second driver. I said we lost 2 and didn't say them both. Mooney dropped out early, and then Dale, just a couple laps ago, went off and hit the wall pretty hard in turn 1. Julian's still hanging right there, 5.5 back off of me, coming up this turn 8-9 straightaway. Kind of funny they call those 2 little kinks turns 8 and 9, and yet the hairpin or the chicane is 10A and B. So they number straightaways and they give extra numbers to chicanes, or don't give numbers but letters. Julian's on his horse, or I've had a bad first half of the laps. Starting to gain. Action on the track right now. We've got Jeff Wyatt just got passed by Brandon Dooley. That was for 4th position on the track as they go by Uncle Don off the track there in turn 3. And the leader is right behind them. Give anything back to Julian, so better concentrate. He's still 5.5. The blind corners of Petit Le Mans. Road Atlanta, Michigan Speedway, Michelin Road Atlanta Speedway. Not sure where the big Michelin signs are. I'm not really paying attention to them, but probably at the start-finish line, I would presume. Trying to get some shadows out here on the raceway. Messed up that first half again, giving Julian a chance to catch. Adam Novotny back out on track. He is in 8th position. I have to do a little better on this first half to keep Julian back there. Tracks off in the grass on turn 4. And a little wiggle there off of turn 7. You can see some marks on the pavement. It's like Jeff Peters and Alex Good are getting close together up there. That should be for position. Have to keep those 15s going. That's what's going to keep Julian back there, is those 1:15 laps. He is quick in that first half. Got a caution here coming up. Uncle Don off the track in turn 7. Oh. Turn 2 off track. First one of the night. And Julian catches another half a second. All for naught. Didn't hold him off cutting that corner anyway. And lose an X, which is my first one. I don't think there's a bonus for 0X in the team race, but nonetheless, I got one. Be about 4 laps to go here, maybe 3. 4 laps. Adam Novotny in 9th place, having a lot of trouble tonight. Novotny holding on. That puts Julian 4 seconds back with a car between us. Four and a half seconds back to Julian, and Brandon 26 seconds back from me. He has moved up to P4 from his early incident with Adam. Adam has never really regained composure on the track since that lap 1 incident. Got a car off up here somewhere. Lap traffic. It's going to let Julian gain quite a bit. Alex Good went off in turn 4. Well, Julian has got by Adam. He's 2.5 seconds behind me, but we are on the final. We are on this long double kink straightaway for the final time, coming into the chicane, turns 10A and B. Stay smooth, come over the hill here. Should be it. And there it is. That was the checkered. Woohoo! Wow. I'm going to jump over into the lobby so we can talk to our winner, Morgan Teddy. Hang on just a second. I got to get this thing wound down so I can move the chat person. Hey guys, on in the booth. What a race, huh?
Oh my.
Yeah.
That was pretty intense. Morgan, great job, man. You were flawless out there.
Hey, I appreciate it. I think I just lucked out because that was keyed up to be a four-way battle there.
Yeah, you and Brandon and Dale. And I don't know, Adam had an issue on lap 1, and it seemed to knock him out of sequence all race.
I took Brandon out, and then
And I was in the middle of one of the turns.
Yeah, it was ugly. I was right behind you guys when you had your incident in turn 10. But yeah, that was a rough little turn, lap 1. But yeah, Morgan, great job on a clean race. Dale was not catching you. Dale got by me once. I think he got by me again in the pit exchange. But then he went off in turn 1, ruined his night. So I ended up inheriting second spot. So that was pretty fun. Let's see. Julian, holy cow, I had to drive my last ounce of my life to keep you behind me.
Yeah, that was a good one. Did you back off on the final lap? I closed a little bit on the final lap. I figure you just backed off, right?
I actually caught up with Alex, and I got a spot where I probably could have got by him, but I didn't want to push it. So I just hung back behind Alex and figured with 4-second gap I could easily make it to the finish without you catching me, but that was great.
Move. Yeah, great race.
Yeah.
Our pace was absolutely identical for the last 15 laps of that race. So it was plus or minus a tenth.
Yeah, I was watching it. It's like he's 5 seconds, he's 4.8 seconds, he's 5.2 seconds.
That's it. That's right. Yep, same deal.
It was fun. Morgan was gone, so I was like, I'm not catching him.
Yeah, I know. There was no way. That's right.
That was good. That was a good race. It was a lot of fun. Let's see. 4th place, Brandon. Amazing recovery, man. That was wild. So, is he still in here? No, he's not. So, Jeff Wyatt, P5. Did you get a 0x, Jeff? Jeff's not in here either? Everybody left. How about Ryan? Is Ryan here? Hey, Ryan.
I'm here.
You were cruising. You were doing really good. I saw you behind me, and then all of a sudden you're in the pit lane. I'm like, why is he in the pit again?
Yeah, it wasn't good. I was feeling good. I think I was in P2 for a while, a couple of laps, and then I went wide on that really bad rumble strip coming through those S's, and just lost it and went into the wall and had damage and couldn't get speed, so I had to pit again and get another fast repair. But I just kept going. It was a fun race. I'm not even mad about it. It was a good race.
Yeah, it was. You were there, and I'm like, man, he's gonna be a challenge. You and I were pretty close once again. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, it felt like I could challenge you if I hadn't gone off, but unfortunately, it wasn't meant to be.
That was a good one.
Working hard to catch up. Yeah, good race. Good race.
Yeah, it was. Alex, you had a really smooth race too. Let me see. I skipped a couple people. I skipped Jeff Peters. JP,
Yeah.
cruising out there, man.
Yeah, I had a 40-second penalty. I jumped the start a little bit. And I don't think it would have made any difference, but it was pretty good.
You had a quick lap. You guys, I mean, you ran a 1:16.4.
Right.
And Alex, you had a 1:16.1. I mean, you guys are both flying. Alex, you did great out there. It was really cool.
Aside from some of the off-track incidents.
Wow.
I think Alex would have had me. I don't know. He was a lap down to me for some reason. Did you go off?
Yeah.
Big
Well.
track? Yeah.
I think you got to expect a couple X's in this car every time, especially on Atlanta.
I ended up.
Well,
getting-
unless you're Morgan Teggy.
Oh,
Yeah.
geez, 0.
Morgan with the 0X.
We're gonna call that.
I'm just glad I
that
made it
luck.
to the end.
Hey, Ron, you only had one, man.
I know, it was really late. Julian was catching me, and I saw him. He got a really good lap, and I was going up over turn 2, and I cut it a little too tight. And I'm like, oh,
Nah, it's
got my
fine.
1X. So it was fun though. I had a great time. That was a really fun race, and super surprised with P2. So
Yeah,
I was-
race. Good race though.
yeah, it's definitely not the fastest out there. Quick lap,
Yep.
I think, was Brandon, if I'm not mistaken,
Yep. Yep.
1:14.5.
Yeah.
But that combination early with Adam in turn 10, he did gain back up to P4, but he couldn't. I mean, with the 0X up there with Morgan, there's no way to catch with an off track and a pit lane extra pit stop. So there's no way to do it. So
Well, I'm taking some credit for Morgan's win. He asked me to be his blocker for like 3 corners, and I think I did it for maybe 5. That's all I
You-
can.
you were really doing good. Yeah, Dale couldn't get by you. He was behind you for a long time, and then I caught up with you, and you went off the track like right when I got near you. I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to have to fight to get by you, but I didn't.
Yeah, I appreciate the wall there for a minute.
Dale was quick though. He was quick too. He was running. You got to scroll way down here to find him. 1:14.8.
Yeah, he was running
Yeah.
me down there for a second because I just wasn't willing to push past the comfortable point, and I was just really hoping that something would go wrong.
Yeah, he did. I don't know if you saw it. It was right in front of me. I don't know if it was on camera, but it was right in front of me, and he hit the wall facing forward, and the rear wing came off the car. So he must have hit it really hard.
Yikes.
Yeah, he was edging that. He was edging that turn 1, like just hitting the limit on it almost every time, and he would gain on me like 0.2 through that corner. I just wasn't willing to push it that hard through there. So you can really lose it on turn 1. So thanks for watching, Mooney. Sorry you got out a little early. I know on lap 1. He was right behind me. We were going into turn 6, and I hit my normal first lap cold tires braking point, and I think he locked him up behind me and went off track into the wall. So that kind of ended his night early. He did try to recover after that, but I don't think he ever got really going again. But yeah, two guys dropped. Let me see if I can do this. Do you guys want to do the team points, or let me just put it up later? Because it'll take me a few minutes to get it set up.
Yeah,
Why
you
don't we
can do it later?
Why don't we do it later, and I'll post it. But it will be, one guy from the top 6 and one guy from the bottom 6 will match up with points, and it'll be random as I draw it out, and I do it with an Excel spreadsheet and a die from Google website, so to roll to see who gets what position. So, all right, guys. Well, let's close up the stream, and we'll say goodnight to the world, to the YouTube world. Be safe out there. Thanks again for our sponsor, Stair Fittings Incorporated, for being out there. E2WR Racing for putting this all together, and Big Wizurd TV for throwing it up there on the air. Thanks everybody for watching. Have a great night, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
Good night, everybody.
Thanks. Good night. Have a great one, YouTubers.